Hey, what's up guys? It's Miguel from Toy Quest 101, and we have a Hulk. Hey, what's up guys? It's Miguel here from Toy Quest 101 as always, and on this episode of That Geek Statue Show, we have the cream of the crop. We have the ultimate package when it comes to the Incredible Hulk 1/3 scale statue Prestige Edition from our friends over at Legendary Beast Studios in collaboration with XM Studios. Now this is the cream of the crop. This is the one that comes with all the torsos, the separate base, the statue itself. It comes with everything that you need to make it the ultimate and definitive Incredible Hulk statue that you could possibly own. Now we're going to start with the base. As you guys know, Legendary Beast Studios is known for their storytelling base, then that's what we have here. Now on the front of this base, which is kind of in like a bronze finish, is this panel here that kind of tells you the evolution of the Hulk. You got Mr. Fix-It, you got when he turns into the Incredible Hulk himself, you got all the different variations of the Hulk right here in the front, which I think that's a super cool Easter egg to have, and I really love that about this base. Now on this side over here, you're gonna see the transformation of the Hulk when he turns from Bruce Banner into the Incredible Hulk, which I also thought that was a cool piece to have on this base. And on the back, you're gonna have all his villains, all his foes, his arch enemies are gonna be here in the back. You got the Red Hulk, you got Absorbing Man, you got Abomination, the Leader, Wendigo, and you got the Juggernaut. All the craziest villains that you could possibly think of that's gone head to head with the Incredible Hulk right here on the back panel. Again, the finish is super crazy. It's a storytelling panel in bronze or like a copper. It's really, really cool. And finally, on the other side, you're gonna see the origin of the Incredible Hulk. Here is where Bruce Banner got involved with the radiation from the bomb and turns into the Incredible Hulk. Now, aside from the really cool panels, you're gonna see that this base is made of a lot of different pistons, of gadgets. It has this like this industrial look or this machine look to it. I really love that about it because it almost looks like one of those containers that they gotta contain the Hulk in, or even maybe even the bunker that they try to hide in when the blast went off and turned Bruce Banner into the Incredible Hulk. But it does show some really cool like robotic things to it, like these pistons. Like I said, you see a bunch of rivets and different mechanical parts here. I really love that because this is gonna contain on top of it, of course, the Incredible Hulk. So this has to be a very sturdy base. Now another thing that they did, which I thought was cool, but for me, I'm never gonna use it, is the top of the base that you could use separately. So if this base, that storytelling base, is too much for you guys or maybe too high where you're gonna display it, you do have this smaller part that goes on top of this base where you guys could go ahead and put the Hulk on. Now this is really cool because you're gonna see here the top of the desert. You're gonna see all the gamma radiation within the cracks. You're gonna see the caution hazard sign here as well, and all the footprint where the Incredible Hulk statue is gonna be. But this is really cool, guys, because this goes right on top of this base like so, and we're gonna go ahead and put it on. It's super, super heavy, and this goes right here on top. So you guys can see that this is the definitive base, and I actually love both of them together. I don't see myself using just the top, but it is an option just in case you guys need it. This is really cool. Now the paint applications look really good. I love the paint that they use for the desert, and again, that gamma radiation going through the cracks of that dry desert, this debris, the rocks as well. And of course here you're gonna see the radiation hazard sign here as well. That looks really good. It's just a good added touch to tell that story about the Incredible Hulk. And then here you're gonna see like almost like a caution barrier around where the Hulk is at. I really love this base, and they really knocked it out of the park. Now this box was the heaviest out of 4 boxes, and it was also the smallest, but man, this base is super, super heavy. In total, this thing was about 350 pounds and came in a pallet, guys. So I was really surprised when I saw that, and I cannot wait to get the Hulk on top of it. So let's do that right now. All right, guys, here he is. The Hawk is out of the box and on his base, and he's absolutely massive, guys. Now, talk about wow factor. The minute I took the legs out of the box and I connected him to his torso and then the base, man, I mean, that wow factor is there. This thing is absolutely massive. You could tell with comparing them with some of the statues I have here in the back that he definitely has a presence. This is an absolute masterpiece already. I could tell you right off the back. I absolutely love this first looking at it right out of the box and put together on his base. Now, this was the second most heaviest box. It's the deepest box. Again, it comes with the legs and it also comes with the upper torso. Now, this torso and this portrait is the Jack Kirby portrait. This, for me, is my favorite portrait. If I were to get one of the versions that only come with one portrait or one torso, it would be the Jack Kirby one. I absolutely love that they paid homage to the Jack Kirby original Hawk, and here he is, so let's talk about it. Let's start with the portrait, guys. This is the Jack Kirby portrait. Now, you could tell because this is the original Hawk, you're gonna see those big old eyebrows, those swollen eyebrows. He's kind of got like a square head, like a flat top. He's got like the hair kind of hanging onto the sides and stuff. But this portrait is absolutely amazing. Look at the eyebrows. Look at the colors of the eyes. He's grinning. He's clenching his teeth. His teeth look very, very good. You're going to see the gamma kind of pouring through the color schemes that are on him. His hair looks really good. The details that they put in the hair, you kind of see it kind of intertwined, even though it's all sculpted. His nose is all cringed up. You see all the line work around his mouth, and he's just ready to jump at you, right? Really love this Jack Kirby portrait. I mean, it is absolutely beautiful. And again, paying homage to one of the pioneers in the comic books. Now let's talk about the rest of the upper torso. Now this torso here has the closed fist and the open hand, which I like. We're gonna talk about the other torsos that we're gonna get in a little bit. But I love this about this Hulk because, again, he has one hand ready to punch somebody, right? And the other hand is kind of like about to clinch on something, right? So it's really, really cool that we have both options represented here. And look at all the muscle definition all over his body, guys. I mean, his upper body is just jacked, just like a Hulk should be. He's pouring gamma radiation through his veins. His veins are all popping out. They really did focus on his veins and his muscular attributes. I mean, he looks massive, right? He's the Hulk. He's got to be big, right? He's kind of like hunched over. He's ready to pounce. I really love all the muscle definition. His back is absolutely humongous, guys. Look at his six-pack. Look at his pecs. His arms are huge. I love the sculpt. Not only do you see the veins, it has some little bit of texture throughout the entire piece, so you could see that he's like raging with gamma, and he's like, you know, getting big and strong. He just looks absolutely fantastic. Now the paint schemes look really good. They really did a good job fading all the different kinds of greens to get that gamma green, that Hulk green just right. I really love that because you're gonna see different shades of green, and you're gonna see some shadow effects here and there, which made it all come together. I really love that about this piece. Now let's talk about the bottom half of the Hulk. Let's talk about his pants. His pants are also sculpted. They're purple. The paint applications look good. They have a texture to them, which looks really, really good as well. And I love all the tears and rips from Bruce Banner turning into the Hulk. You're gonna see right here all throughout the line work on the side of his pants where it's all stitched up. You're gonna see it breaking there as well. You're gonna see some tears and rips on his knees and his back pockets, his thighs, and even here on his calf muscles. You see where he really ripped from the Bruce Banner into the Hulk, and his calf muscles just tore apart the pants. I really love that. And even on the belt line, you're gonna see reminiscences of his lab coat as well, hanging here, draping over the side of his pants, which I absolutely love here in the white. So they really paid attention and try to really focus in on Bruce Banner turning into the Hulk and ripping through all his clothes and paying homage to the character himself. I think they did a fantastic job. Now going down to his feet, man, his feet are massive. And I love that they fit just right on the base. You see him kind of clinching on with his toes to the base. And they did a really good job here. I mean, look at those toes. Those toes are huge. Look at the paint applications on his nails. You're gonna see yellow to green back to yellow. You're gonna see all the muscles here kind of clinching onto that base. and he just looks really, really good. They did a really good job. I mean, look at this calf muscle, the veins, and just everything about this foot here looks amazing. And even the other one, and again, he's in the desert area. He's on this laboratory base, and he's kind of in, his feet are indented inside of this base. So they really paid homage to everything that they needed to do with the Hawk, and they really did the sculpt justice, and everything just fits right. I really have no complaints so far, but there are more things to this prestige statue. So let's take a look at another torso, a couple portraits, and of course, the bust that we get with the prestige edition. All right, guys, here he is. This is the second torso. This is the second portrait that comes with the prestige packet. Now, remember, there's 3 different portraits and torsos that come with this, which we're gonna get to the last one momentarily. But man, this is the modern Hulk. You see he's screaming here, more modern look from the comic books that you have right here. And what I love about this is it does come with a base. Legendary Beast Studios thought of it all, so that way you could go ahead and put the torsos that you don't want to use on the actual statue and still display them in this incredible base that also gives you those comic book vibes, because as you can see, the Incredible Hulk is engraved or carved in the side of this stone base, which reminds me of the old school comic books. So let's jump right into it. Now, the biggest difference with this torso is the portrait. Again, this is a modern look of the Incredible Hulk. Now he's screaming. Now the details are just as perfect as the Jack Kirby one for a modern day Hulk. As you can see, he's screaming. I mean, look at the details surrounding his mouth. His teeth are glossy and they're white. You see some gloss around the gums and his tongue and stuff. And you see the shorter hair kind of flurrying in the wind and stuff. And look at all the details all over the face, the eyebrows. I mean, he is definitely hulking out. Now, what I love that they included with this modern Hulk was that he has both fists clinched up versus the one with the Jack Kirby one where one hand is open and the other one isn't, because this one looks like he's just really upset, right? He's really hulking out. So it makes sense with the open mouth and the modern day portrait. And again, I love the option of this base. Check this base out. It is a stone base, just like the comic books. It has the Incredible Hulk right here carved into the base, which looks really good. Now, guys, this is 22 inches tall. So this is just another statue if you think about it. But this is a great way to display all the different torsos. Whenever you want, you could change them out. This is the second option. So let's get to the third. All right, guys, this is the third and final torso with the third portrait, and it looks really good. Now, this does show some similarities to the modern day Hulk. Now, they're calling this the classic Hulk. As you can see, the biggest difference here in the portrait is that he has a closed mouth. He's kind of clenching his teeth. And of course, the hands are open here, but this is a third torso and a third option. And of course, you get that second base for you to display the third torso in as well. Same thing, you got the Incredible Hulk here kind of engraved into the rocks, just like the classic comic books. But all 3 look very, very good. And like I said, guys, you have options. You have 3 different torsos to go ahead and put on the actual statue, and you could display them. And this is pretty tall, guys. This is about 22 inches tall. So you're getting like 2 more statues in reality with the main statue here. I mean, this is very, very good. It's incredible, no pun intended. But I love this one as well. So all 3 are very good choices, guys. Let us know in the comments which one you think is the best, or which one's the one for you. We're gonna have all the links in the bio to get this piece and the other pieces if you just want to get them solo versus the prestige. But we're gonna leave you guys with a 360 on both the statue and the torsos and have them all together for you guys to get a better look. Guys, subscribe to Toy Quest 101 and we'll see you guys on another episode. Bye, guys.